Have your feet ever felt unusually heavy at the end of the day? Like every step weighs more than it should. For many people over 55, swollen feet aren't just a nuisance. They can make walking harder, drain your energy, and quietly take away the freedom to enjoy daily life. Now, here's what most people don't know. While we often think swelling in the feet is a sign of heart problems, kidney trouble, or even liver issues, that's not always the case. In fact, one of the most common causes is something much simpler and easier to fix than you might think. Let me ask you, have you ever noticed swelling after a salty meal? Or maybe after sitting for long hours during a flight or car ride? That kind of swelling is your body's way of signaling an imbalance. And more often than not, it's connected to missing nutrients, not major disease. Here's the good news. You don't always need to jump straight to prescription drugs, like blood thinners or water pills. While those have their place, they often come with side effects that can make things worse over time. That's why in this video, we're going to explore 3 powerful nutrients that help reduce leg swelling naturally. These aren't mystery pills or expensive supplements. They're simple minerals and vitamins your body already needs, ones that support your circulation, reduce inflammation, and help your legs feel lighter and more energized. So if you've been wondering why your legs feel stiff, puffy, or just not like they used to, you're in the right place. And if you stay with me till the end, I'll share some everyday foods and habits that can make a world of difference starting today. Before we jump in, take a moment to leave a comment below. Where are you watching from? I love hearing your stories. And if this type of practical health-first advice is helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss out on more tips to stay strong, active, and independent. Let's get started. Let's take a deeper look at what's really going on inside your body when your legs and feet start to swell. Because here's the truth. Leg swelling doesn't just happen with age. There's a biological reason behind it, and once you understand that, you can start taking action to feel better. Inside every single cell of your body, there are millions of tiny pumps. Yes, pumps. One of the most important ones is called the sodium-potassium pump. Think of it like a microscopic gatekeeper that controls how much water stays inside your cells and how much gets pushed out. These pumps work 24/7 to keep a healthy balance. They remove excess sodium from your cells and pull potassium in. This delicate process is what keeps your tissues from swelling like a sponge. But here's where the problem begins. As we get older, or when our diets lack certain key nutrients, these pumps start to break down. Specifically, when your body doesn't get enough potassium and magnesium, the pump can't function properly. It's like trying to water your garden with a clogged hose. The water, or in this case, fluid in your tissues, doesn't flow the way it should. Instead of staying where it belongs, fluid builds up outside the cells. And that's when you start noticing puffiness in your legs, ankles, and feet. This fluid imbalance is more than just uncomfortable. It can lead to further problems like poor circulation, fatigue, and even nerve discomfort. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize that the solution might be as simple as fixing this cellular pump system. Now you might be wondering, if this pump is so important, why haven't I heard of it before? That's a great question. Most of us aren't taught how our bodies truly work. But once you start to learn about these internal systems, like the sodium-potassium pump, you begin to see just how powerful nutrition and lifestyle choices really are. Let me put it this way. Imagine your body is a house, and your sodium-potassium pumps are the plumbing. If the pipes are clogged or broken, water ends up where it doesn't belong. But with the right support, you can repair the pipes and keep things flowing smoothly again. And that's why in the next part of this video, we'll talk about the specific nutrients that fuel these pumps, starting with one you've probably heard of, but might not be getting enough of, potassium. So stay with me, because the more you understand, the more control you have over your health. Let's keep going. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you: sugar. You see, many people think of sugar as just something that affects their waistline or blood sugar. But did you know that it also plays a major role in why your legs or ankles swell? Let me explain how this works. In simple terms, when you eat sugar, especially processed sugars or refined carbs, your body reacts by producing more insulin. That's a hormone whose main job is to help move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells. But insulin doesn't stop there. One of its side effects is that it also makes your body hold on to sodium. And what happens when your sodium levels go up? Your body starts retaining water. It's like a chain reaction. More sugar gives more insulin, gives more sodium, gives more fluid retention. And where does that extra water go? Often right into your legs, ankles, and feet. That's swelling, and it can make walking or even wearing shoes uncomfortable. But there's more to this story. When there's too much sugar in your bloodstream for too long, it starts to bind with proteins in your blood through a process called glycation. This makes those proteins stiff and less effective. They can't carry oxygen or nutrients as efficiently to the rest of your body. And when that happens, your circulation suffers, especially in areas farther from the heart, like your feet and lower legs. This might explain why some people feel tingling, numbness, or even pain in their feet without realizing sugar is playing a role. And the problem doesn't stop there. Too much sugar also triggers inflammation in your body. It's like setting off small fires inside your blood vessels and organs. This kind of inflammation is linked to a long list of health problems: diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney issues, and yes, chronic swelling in your legs. So if you've been dealing with swelling and haven't looked closely at your sugar intake, this might be the wake-up call you've been needing. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up everything sweet, but being mindful about where your sugar comes from and how much of it you're having can make a huge difference. Start by reading food labels, cutting back on sweetened drinks, and choosing more whole foods. Your body will thank you, and your legs just might feel a little lighter too. Coming up next, I'll show you the key nutrients your body needs to fight back and restore balance, including a powerful one most people don't get enough of. So stay tuned. You're just one small step away from feeling better. Now that we understand how fluid gets trapped in our legs, let's talk about one of the most powerful natural tools to help your body get back in balance: potassium. Potassium is a mineral that often flies under the radar, but it plays a huge role in keeping your body feeling light, mobile, and energized. Think of it as your body's natural fluid regulator. It helps your cells hold onto the right amount of water, keeps your heart rhythm steady, and most importantly, it powers the sodium-potassium pump we talked about earlier. Without enough potassium, those pumps don't work properly, and fluid starts to collect where it shouldn't, like in your legs and ankles. Here's the challenge. Most people, especially older adults, aren't getting anywhere near enough potassium in their daily diet. So, how much do we actually need? The recommended amount is about 4,700 milligrams per day. That might not sound like much, but let's put it into perspective. A single banana, which many people think of as the go-to potassium source, only gives you around 300 milligrams. You need to eat over 15 bananas a day to meet your target. Not only is that impractical, but it also adds a lot of sugar you probably don't need. So, what are better, smarter options? Let's start with avocados. Just one avocado packs around 975 milligrams of potassium. That's already 20% of your daily goal plus. It's rich in healthy fats and great for your heart. If you enjoy smoothies or salads, adding avocado is a no-brainer. Next, consider strawberries. Delicious and refreshing. 1 cup, about 150 grams, gives you 250 milligrams of potassium. Want to mix it up? Try blueberries too. They're a bit lower at around 100 milligrams per cup, but still a great addition to your breakfast or snack. Don't forget your vegetables, leafy. Greens, sweet potatoes, and squash are all rich in potassium and easy to work into soups or dinner sides. And if you enjoy making smoothies, you can combine fruits, veggies, and even coconut water for a potassium-packed drink that supports hydration and circulation. The bottom line is, potassium isn't hard to get. It just takes a little planning. And the rewards? Less swelling, better energy, and improved overall wellness. So as we move forward, keep potassium on your radar. It's not just a mineral, it's a quiet hero in your body, working behind the scenes to keep everything flowing as it should. Up next, we'll talk about another essential mineral, magnesium, and why it's the perfect partner to potassium in your fight against swelling. Stay with me. You're doing great. Now that we've talked about potassium, let's move on to its perfect partner in fighting leg swelling, magnesium. If potassium is the fuel for your body's water balance system, then magnesium is the spark that keeps that system running smoothly. Magnesium plays a powerful behind-the-scenes role in your body. It helps generate energy, supports your muscles and nerves, and most importantly for this conversation, it activates the sodium-potassium pump. That same tiny cellular pump we talked about earlier, it doesn't work properly without enough magnesium. And when that happens, your body starts holding onto fluid, especially in your lower legs and feet. So if you're feeling unusually tired, noticing leg cramps, or dealing with swelling that just won't go away, there's a good chance magnesium deficiency might be part of the problem. Here's the good news. Unlike potassium, which is a bit harder to get in large amounts, magnesium is easier to find in everyday foods. The average adult needs about 420 milligrams per day, and with the right food choices, hitting that goal is absolutely doable. Let's talk food. One of the best and most delicious sources of magnesium. Almonds. Just 1 ounce. That's a small handful, gives you around 80 milligrams of magnesium. Cashews are another great option, offering about 75 milligrams per ounce. These nuts aren't just tasty. They're heart-healthy, easy to snack on, and can be added to salads, oatmeal, or smoothies. Looking for something savory and comforting? Try a bowl of cooked black beans. 1 cup provides about 120 milligrams of magnesium. That's more than a quarter of your daily needs in just one meal. Beans are not only high in magnesium, but they're also packed with fiber and plant-based protein, great for digestion and long-term health. Now, if you find it hard to get enough magnesium through food, especially if you're managing other dietary needs, you might consider using an electrolyte powder. Just be sure to choose one that's sugar-free. Many commercial powders contain hidden sugars, which can undo the benefits you're trying to get. A clean, high-quality electrolyte blend can help you boost both magnesium and potassium levels, especially on days when you're feeling tired or swollen. So if you've been dealing with leg discomfort or fatigue, start paying attention to your magnesium intake. It may be the missing piece your body has been asking for. And remember, no fancy supplements are required. Sometimes a handful of nuts or a simple bean dish can make a huge difference. Next up, we'll talk about a vitamin that often gets overlooked, but has a powerful role in reducing sugar damage, improving circulation, and keeping your feet strong. Vitamin B1. Stick around. You won't want to miss this. We've talked about potassium and magnesium, the 2 minerals that help your body move fluids where they belong. But there's one more key nutrient I want to share with you, and it might be the most overlooked of all. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. Now, you might be thinking, vitamin B1? I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it does. Well, let me tell you. This little vitamin plays a huge role in your health, especially when it comes to sugar, energy, and your nervous system. Here's how it works. Every time you eat carbohydrates or sugar, your body needs thiamine to break those foods down into usable energy. Without enough B1, your body struggles to process sugar properly. And when that sugar builds up in the blood, instead of being turned into energy, it can start to cause real damage. One major issue that happens is called glycation, a process where sugar binds to proteins in your blood. This affects how your blood flows, how nutrients are delivered, and how oxygen reaches your cells. Over time, this can lead to poor circulation, especially in your legs and feet. Another big concern with thiamine deficiency is nerve damage. Many older adults who are low in B1 experience a burning, tingling, or numb feeling in the bottoms of their feet. This condition, called peripheral neuropathy, can make it painful to walk, even if your legs look fine on the outside. So what can you do to get enough vitamin B1? Thankfully, thiamine is found in some everyday foods. A 3-ounce serving of lean pork can provide about 0.8 milligrams of B1, which is a significant portion of what your body needs daily. Other good sources include legumes like lentils and beans, whole grains, and sunflower seeds. But here's the catch: if you eat a lot of refined carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, or sugary snacks, your body uses up thiamine faster. That's why so many people, especially older adults, may become deficient without realizing it. If you're not getting enough B1 from your meals, or if you've experienced fatigue, brain fog, or foot discomfort, it might be worth talking to your doctor about a B1 supplement. Look for a high-quality thiamine supplement, or even a B complex that includes B1, to support your metabolism and nerve health. When it comes to reducing swelling and supporting your legs, thiamine works hand in hand with potassium and magnesium. Together, they form a natural support system to help your body process sugar, regulate fluid, and keep your circulation strong. Up next, we'll tie everything together and talk about how to apply these nutrients to your daily routine and what to avoid to keep swelling from coming back. Let's keep going. Your health is worth it. So, let's bring everything together. If you've been struggling with leg swelling, feeling heavy on your feet, or just not moving the way you used to, remember this: your body may be asking for help, not medicine. And in many cases, that help comes from giving it the right building blocks. We've talked about 3 powerful nutrients today: potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B1. These aren't exotic supplements or expensive pills. They're natural, essential parts of your diet that support your circulation, your nerve health, and your body's ability to manage fluid the way it was designed to. When your body has enough potassium and magnesium, it can regulate water balance and reduce swelling without relying on medications that often come with side effects. And when you have enough vitamin B1, you help your body break down sugars efficiently and keep inflammation, nerve damage, and poor circulation in check. But here's the key: none of this works if your diet is overloaded with refined carbs and sugar. That's why, if you truly want to reduce leg swelling and keep it from coming back, you need to cut out the sugar, or at least reduce it significantly. It may sound tough at first, but trust me, your body, your energy, and even your mindset will thank you. Now, you might be wondering, if I cut back on sugar and carbs, what can I actually eat? That's a great question, and is exactly what we'll cover in the next video. I'll walk you through simple, delicious foods that keep your blood sugar stable, fight inflammation, and give you long-lasting energy without the crash. But before you go, I have a small favor to ask. If this video helped you, even just a little, please take a second to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. And most importantly, share this video with someone you care about. Maybe it's a friend, a spouse, or a neighbor who's been dealing with the same swelling but didn't know where to start. And if you have any questions or experiences to share, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. I personally read through them, and your story might just help someone else watching. Remember, your health journey doesn't need to be complicated. Sometimes, the most powerful changes come from the simplest actions. You've taken a step today, and that step matters. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.